2121 oficinas throughout San Antonio, open 24/7, stress-free bail bonds at 210-225-2121.
They call me the radio guy. I play Tejano music, it's my high.
The Radio Guys Podcast, bringing the Texas lifestyle to life. Nuestra música, nuestra cultura, nuestra tradición. Topics that affect and reflect who we are, whether you live in the Lone Star State, the 49 other states, or anywhere in the world. So welcome, everyone, to the only Tejano State of Mind podcast. And now, here are the Radio Guys, Jonny Ramirez and Mico Rodriguez.
Yeehaw! We in from the cold. Yes, thank goodness.
All right, welcome to the Radio Guys Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. And you're going, really? It's only Episode 2? You have Season 2. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Episode 3. Episode 2 got canceled because of the weather.
Well, yeah, so then...
ahí vamos.
It got postponed.
It got postponed. Okay. I like that.
Whatever. It's still Season 2, Episode 2. Obviously, my name Jonny Ramirez, the gentleman to my right.
Mico Rodriguez.
And just want to say thanks to everybody that's been along for the fun ride. Got a brand new car. We pulled it out of the garage last September and been using it, been riding really, really well. So here we are, Season 2. 2025 hopefully will bring us a lot of special guests, a lot of special performances, and some surprises, believe it or not.
And that's been known to happen, so hey, ready for it. I love it.
It'll be good. Quick reminder, if you do have anything that is happening in 2025, community-oriented, just whatever, charity-driven, just send us the information. It's info@theradioguyspc.com. It's info@theradioguyspc.com, the who, what, when, and where, and we will definitely put it on the podcast for you.
Yes, the whole team will get it on there. También want to thank and appreciate our executive producer, Mr. Gilbert Velasquez, our multi-Grammy Award winner. Yes, Albert Velasquez, he's our tech guru guy that makes us look good, or tries to anyway. And then our social butterfly, Alexi Rodriguez, butterflying out there anyway.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. I do want to tell everybody that this podcast is a service of AA Best Bail Bonds. And you know, sometimes life comes at you really, really fast. And before you know it, you're sitting in the back seat of a squad car wearing the fancy jewelry that they put on you, ¿verdad? If this happens to you, do yourself a favor, do your family a favor, everybody involved, and call our good friend Albert at AA Best Bail Bonds. Him and his staff will get you out no matter where in the Lone Star State. Number is 210-225-2121, 210-225-2121. They would definitely get you out. And, best prices, payment plans. They even have a shuttle. And most importantly, discretion is the name of the game. Nobody will know that you were in. Everybody will know that you got out, but it's AA Best Bail Bonds. Again, if you get that call after midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's el compadre, or maybe it's a primo or a good friend of yours, AA Best Bail Bonds at 210-225-2121. License number 149. Tell them you heard it right here on the Radio Guys Podcast. All right, I'm excited this week, man. We, Season 1 kicked off really, really well with the Pulidos, but we have another family.
Yes, we do.
That has been in music for a long, long time, and we'll talk about all of it. They call him the Godfather of La Onda.
Will you be my friend, Godfather?
He's been known to squeeze a mean box.
Yes.
And he brought his, are you younger or older brother, Richard?
Younger, Jonny.
Younger, okay. All right, and he can beat up on a mean bass, but
yes,
we'll talk everything. So do the honors and introduce them there.
Of course, it's out of Poteet, Texas, de la familia Garza. It is David Lee Garza, Dicky de Los Musicales.
Sorry, sir, it's Richard. He's grown up.
Richard.
Thank you, Jonny.
Yes.
Okay, dang.
He used to be Dicky.
But I remember Dicky with the bass going back and forth. He was 100 miles an hour.
It's Richard now.
Okay, Richard.
Yes.
Why does that always come back to me? Friends that I know, hey, why don't you move anymore like you used to? Like, we'll leave that on the videos.
Sir Richard. It shall be Sir Richard.
Yes, it's whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm Johnny's the one that brought that, to people's attention, and I get it everywhere. It's like, okay, Dickie, or is it Richard? I say Jonny did it again, but no, whatever. I mean, just don't call me never mind.
Yeah.
Don't call me late for
And
dinner.
so long as they spell your name correctly on the check, it's all good, right?
Es todo.
Es todo. All right. So, David, primero que todo, thank you so much for coming in, my brother. It's a good hour drive from Poteet.
Thank you.
And today, with the rain and stuff, it was a non-scenic drive. Pero nonetheless, we appreciate you coming in. Let's talk about the early days. David Lee Garza y sus alegres musicales.
Wow.
And when Papa Tony was playing el bajo and stuff like that, there's a lot of history there, and people probably don't even know that, or they might know that one of your first vocalists era el papá de Chente Barrera, ¿verdad?
Yeah, Robert Barrera.
Yeah.
We used to call him, everybody called him Pato.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was our very first vocalist. Well, not very, very first vocalist, Johnny. When myself and my dad and my brother Adam, we started the band. We had otro amigo se llamaba Ralph Torres on bass guitar.
Okay.
And me and my dad would sing all night. At the end of the night, ya andamos bien roncos. I mean, we would buy these little, they were called throat discs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lozenges, yeah. Hijo, ahí en la pharmacy in Poteet, los mantenimos por varios años, We had to sing all night, and then one day my dad said, why don't we get somebody to help us sing? And I said, ¿verdad, Dad? Let's get somebody. So there was que en paz descanse Manuel Gutiérrez, de ahí de Poteet también. Él era músico, tocaba bajo sexto, bass, y cantaba, mostly cantaba. So lo que he helped us out, so we would, all three of us would sing, and help each other. Y ya no estaba not too bad. We cut back on the throat disc, un poquito. So that was kind of like the very first vocalist we had, and then there's several, ¿verdad? Come to mind, Steve Solis, otro hombre, otro amigo primo de ahí de Poteet también cantó con nosotros. But then when we first started getting serious on it, porque we would always play bodas quinceañeras,
right,
backyard parties. I remember playing a wedding in a living room smaller than this room.
Really?
Yeah. And it was 4 of us playing in the band, and or 5 of us, porque Manuel cantaba, ¿verdad? We played at a wedding inside a house in a living room.
The dance floor was the kitchen.
Yeah. Te daba hambre, nomás you reach back y agarraba un pedazo de carne.
So at that point, you guys were just basically what they call weekend warriors.
Weekend warriors, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, when we'd loved music. My dad had done it, since he was little.
Yeah.
And I grew up around music. There was music in our household todo el tiempo. Siempre la radio was always on. And then my dad had his own band, and they would come and practice there at the house, rehearse. Y hacían rehearse, y en veces dejaban el equipo ahí, ¿verdad? Hey, mañana vengo por las tamboras, dije el drummer, and they'd leave everything there, the bass amp, y pues yo, the next morning me levantaba como parecía Christmas, y me levantaba, let me play with this, let me play with that, and I got interested in the drums,
right?
Drumming, every kid likes to bang on drums. Yeah. So, I was on the drums there. Miraba el hombre que tocaba las drums con la banda de mi dad, right? And I can do that, So I followed it, and my dad would come home and agarraba el bajo sexto, and he would play it and sing along, and I would play along with the drums. But ya de rato, like, it's boring, Dad.
So the drums were boring.
Yeah, I said, this is boring. So I don't know how those drummers know how to eat over. Really, it's boring. No, but I dije, what else can I do? Yeah. Dije, I want a challenge, Dad. Dijo, you want a challenge? He went into the closet and sacó una box. Y dije, ¿qué trae ahí? What's that? Le sacó un acordeón. So he took an accordion out, and he said, this is the challenge, button accordion, 3 rows, for Honer, Corona. Y dijo, ¿quieres un challenge?
That brown one that Eric had restored for you?
Okay. That one. Yeah. So my dad said, I'm going to teach you one polka. Y si la aprendes, then you're on your own. Si no la aprendes, no te va a interesar. It's not gonna, you're not gonna like it or whatever. So, me enseñó a Nuevo Laredo una polka. And at first, I was like, Dad, I know Mom's got some coloring over there in the kitchen, but yo quería agarrar those food coloring que usaban para los cakes.
Sí.
y use it as a marker and put the colors on the buttons.
So I
would know where to. And my dad said, "That's not going to happen. You know, you got to learn it. You got to learn it, and then play it from your heart. You know, just memorize it." So okay. So ensayé on that one polka, and it took me about 2 3 days. And then I told him, okay, I'm ready. I know it. So he got al bajo sexto, and he played along with me, you know. And that was the very beginning of, you know, there might be something here, you know. Okay. Yeah. So my dad and myself, we'd go. There'd be other bands playing, and hay un pueblito se llama Crestin, Texas, y ahí tenían una plataforma. You know what a plataforma is? Right. Just a cement slab, y parecía 16 de septiembre all the time at that place, you know, because había puestos donde quiera all around. So there would be another band playing my dad's friends' bands, and íbamos para allá. Y dijo, vamos a oír, están tocando so-and-so en Crestin. So we'd go over there. Y llevaba yo el acordeón. Y él llevaba el bajo sexto, and he would tell him, cuando agarraron breakouts, hey, you mind if me and my son get up there and play maybe a song or two with you? Dijo, ¿quién va a tocar el acordeón? Le dije a mi papá, pues ese orejón que está ahí. Ese orejón que está ahí. Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, so no, we'd get up with the other bands and started playing, and there was this one band and tocaba Manuel Gutiérrez, I believe, pero se llamaba Magu Hernández también, que en paz descanse. It was my dad's friend. Mm-hmm. They had a conjunto, and me and Dad would go and play with them because they knew all the Relámpago songs, right? Ah. And the early days, you know, my dad and myself, we would sing, we'd learn all the Relámpago songs. So we already knew them, y íbamos y tocábamos, y dijeron, pues, ¿por qué no tocan ustedes? Y nosotros cantamos. So ya de un 5-piece band se hizo like a 7-piece band conjunto, you know.
Right.
And dijo, the accordion player nomás cantaba, and the bajo player Magu would just sing también. So habían dos cantantes y nosotros tocando. So that lasted a while, you know, and then it dissolved, and dijo, papá, what do we do now? Dije, pues, let's make our own band, no? Y dijo, yeah, but we need a drummer. And I looked at Adam, and Adam, when we would practice at home. Otro orejón. Otro orejón.
And he didn't get bored.
No. Man, no. You'd make a bunch of money in the satellite system nowadays, right?
Right. So Adam seeing us practice, he would get a chair from the kitchen, the kitchen chair, and eran de vinyl, y agarraba unos tenedores, pues quiero que sepa que estaban todas rompidas las sillas de la cocina, todo el vinyl rompido, because he would bang on them.
Right.
He was playing the drums. So I looked at him and le dije, Dad, pues ahí está Dan. ¿Tú crees que aprende? Le dije, yeah. So there was a drum set there when my dad's band would practice, and the ones I would beat up on. I got Adam on it. Y le puse estaba medio abusado. Yo le puse un record de los Relámpagos o de Conjunto Bernal. And I just showed him the first, the main thing, you know, el bass drum and the snare and the hi-hat. Nomás toca la cina, you know, tat. O nomás, yeah, pues nomás to start out with, and after that you're going to hit the cymbals, you're going to...
Right.
Oh, okay. So le ponía yo la record player y yo me salía a jugar afuera. Ya el último, after 6 songs, pues se acababa. Hey! So that's how Adam started playing drums. So that's when...
So when did Richard come in on bass?
Richard was a late bloomer.
I didn't want to play.
You didn't want to play?
He did not want to play.
He still doesn't want to play every song.
I still don't want to play.
Yeah, he came in later, pero because we needed a bass player
right.
After that. So dije, pues ahí está el Richard, el brother. Y yo le enseñé los primeros también, you know, the bass. I love the bass. I said, if I had to do it all over again, I'd be a bass player, porque el bass player lleva todo el drive de la música. Right. Pero, you know, de lo poquito que yo sabía, le dije al brother, mira, here's the basics, you know, first, primera, segunda, tercera, whatever. And he picked it up.
He's still showing me.
No, cada en cuando le tengo que decir, no, así no.
Do it like that, like this. Like, okay, and I'll do it. I'm thinking, how does he know that?
Okay, just for the record, how many instruments do you play, David?
Barely one. No, the accordion nomás, and I like the bass. The bajo sexto, I can strum the bajo sexto. Guitar se me hace bien duro, and the piano, something that I can't play.
Yeah.
Pero esos tres. And the drums, once in a while, the guys are setting up and I'll get on the drum. He toca la drum. Oh, you play drums? Oh, yeah. I used to get bored. I used to get bored with this, pero yeah. No.
Mico and I were talking a while back, and I said, man, I remember when Billy's little boy, William, when he was a little boy.
Yeah.
And we went to one time to Pack Fest, I think, in Potit,
yeah.
and we went out there, and I think he got on the drums, was messing around. And now I'm like, he's like a little badass on the drums, dude. I was like, oh my God.
We tell Billy, Billy, El Will, he passed us up, man. He passed us up. What do you mean? I said, we were still here, trying to make a living on this. Y Will está tocando con the king of the brown sound, dude.
Yeah.
You can't get no bigger than that, man.
And he gives him his own intro at the beginning.
Yeah.
He does an intro. I'm like, holy mac. I was like, in all the years I've seen Little Joe, I've never seen him do an intro for a drummer. And Will, man, he tears it up.
No,
I'm
he
like,
does.
damn.
I'm proud of Will. He's come a long way. Well, he's still young.
Yeah.
And at his age, where he's at, I mean, that only shows that he's a very talented musician.
Well, but I mean,
He's been around some of the best.
Yeah, and I think that you guys brought out that passion in him, much like your dad brought out the passion in music in you guys.
Actually, Adam is his padrino. Adam is.
Oh, really?
So Adam le regaló un set of drums right now.
ones he's playing
The
on.
one he plays on right now, Adam se lo regaló.
Yeah.
Wow, very nice.
It was a
yeah.
kickstart to his career.
Remember us, Will?
When you hit the big time, son, remember who gave you your first drum set.
Yeah.
So you started basically a family, little
Family
band.
did, yeah.
When did you start incorporating other guys? I mean,
Well, when Richard came in, Wawi came in también, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Wawi and
At the
Richard
same
both
time.
at the same time, said, you know what? Instead of, we're conjunto, of course.
Right.
Pero the sax was always something that we liked. My dad, in his early days también, tenía un compadre que tocaba saxofón y acordeón. And we brought Wawi in.
and Pulido had a big,
And Mico, yeah. My compadre Pulido, we thank him, because he's the one that really helped us leave the little circuit that we were playing aquí en Potit.
Yeah.
We'd come to San Antonio once in a while, pero si tenías que tocar hasta la 1 de la mañana, a las 2 de la mañana, I don't know we can do that. Because allá en el rancho a las 12 o'clock midnight, that was it.
Se cierra todo.
Sí, se
las
cierra
12,
todo, yeah. Solo que no, le damos las gracias a mi compadre Pulido siempre, because he's the one that really took us under his wing, and took us here, there, Houston, Dallas, para el Valle, para West Texas, por donde quiera nos llevaba, and we'd open up for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, y me dice mi compadre Pulido una vez, oye, compadre, digo, ¿por qué? ¿Dónde está el otro, el gordito este, el Huawei, toca el saxofón? ¿Dónde está el otro saxofón? Le dije, ¿a cuál otro? Dijo, pues yo ahorita lo estaba oyendo, y yo, I would hear two. Oía dos saxofones. Pues yo le estaba haciendo segunda con el acordeón.
Con el acordeón,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he thought it was another sax player. No, we just have one.
That you've said that you hate when a song doesn't include the accordion, because you like to play with the accordion from beginning to end on almost every song, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. And there was a couple of songs that you've recorded that didn't require the accordion, and you're like, I hate that song.
But in live you still play on it.
Yeah.
Pero the recording, ahora que me acuerdo that you mentioned that, there's a couple of songs that we didn't even put accordion on them.
Yeah.
It's okay. Está bien.
Yeah, because I remember it was one that Marcos recorded, and you said, "Yeah, I don't like that song because I don't play on it."
tiene
I'm
accordion.
well, okay. Excuse me. On a different note, where would you rate yourself as a bass player, Richard? Top tier, medium tier, lower tier. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Limbo.
how many bass?
XYZ.
How many basses do you have, or bass guitars do you have?
I have total about five.
Five?
Six. I think.
Okay.
6, yeah.
Tell me what was it about when you guys were recording Te Quiero Te Amo, when A.B. was in the studio and you were intimidated and A.B. went in there and played the bass part. What about A.B. intimidated you? Because I see both of you guys as comparable bass players,
Well, with A.B., I mean, he has that cumbia feel. Mm-hmm. And at the time that he brought the song, he did the part on it. So he knew the song. And as far as it being I mean, I was learning the song at the time there at the studio, and I always like not to spend a bunch of time on the song, you know, as far as, and I said, you know what, AB, do the song because you know it more than I do.
Right.
And we can do it quick. So I'll learn it afterwards. So
it wasn't that you were intimidated. You just like, okay.
Yeah, and he agreed. I said, yeah, I'll play on it because, you know, he wanted to too. So I said,
Right.
no, go ahead and play on it. I mean, that's fine with me.
So who's the better bass player, you or AB?
AB.
You're too humble.
A, B, or C?
On the cumbia,
C.
on cumbia's AB.
So then, did you have to keep the little brothers in line when you had the band going and said, "Okay, guys, we're gonna do it like this, we're gonna do it like this," or did Papa Tony?
Yeah, well, Dad was oversee everybody there.
Man, he would crack the whip on you guys,
he
right?
would.
Oh, yeah.
He would, man.
I remember the days you'd go and everybody was sober. Set number 1, set number 2, and after the music, then you guys could indulge in a libation or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always his rule, you know, because I remember clearly playing in some gigs and I would look at Billy or, hey, do a country song. What? Do a country song. I got to go to the restroom. Porque los poníamos a tomar, and that's when my dad would, te dije que ya no anden tomando tú y Chief. Y Chief, mandito, en paz descanse, hermano mandito.
Chief, yeah.
Yeah, el mandito, Dave, why you two dad con nosotros? Yeah, he's going to go. Tell him to stay home. No le gustaba que lo regañaba, ¿verdad? Que no anduviéramos tomando. Yeah.
So I kind of heard a story, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess Chief and some of the guys or something went to visit the Coors Brewery in Colorado. Is this true story?
True, no, true story.
Really?
They visited. Yes.
Yeah, Joe Sam, remember Joe
Yes,
Sam?
yeah, I do,
Of
yeah.
Coors Light, yeah. He took us over there. We went to a football game, ¿verdad? De los Dallas Cowboys and the Broncos.
Uh-huh.
We went to the game, and we went to the brewery también. Gave us a tour of the brewery. And estaba saliendo beer, dijo, here, y los daba una copa. Joe Sam said, here, taste this beer. It was Coors, regular Coors. Right? This is the freshest beer you're ever going to do. Porque estaba saliendo ahí.
Sí.
So Chief was in heaven.
Oh, yeah. He loved it.
Going back to the football game, we went to Mile High Stadium, the original one, not the
Right.
one, and we sat like maybe 5-6 rows before on the
Before the
top,
last
top.
Right.
And that was kind of scary.
So the
'cause-
pigeons were right next to you guys, right?
Yeah, and it was real cold.
It's
too.
cold and ice on
It
the
was
floor.
cold and the atmosphere is different there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So did you guys get a little lightheaded or anything like that? Because I know that I've been told, because I've never actually drank in Colorado, or at least, you know, but I understand that you get a little messed up a whole lot quicker because of the atmosphere. I was like, okay.
That was after the game.
That was and it
After
had
the game.
nothing to do with the atmosphere.
Nothing with the atmosphere. Yeah, went to a local bar there, and it's weird. I mean, the little bars there next to each other. They're right outside the stadium. You know.
Yeah.
They're pubs, right?
They're pubs.
Pubs,
Yeah,
yeah.
pubs.
You know, one thing that I've noticed about you and all the years that you've been doing this is that you develop friendships with people like the gentleman at the Coors. I know there's a guy in Dallas that worked at one time, used to work for Miller Lite. I don't know if he still does.
Still does.
Yeah, and he follows you all over the place. And what was that gentleman's name? Had a Corvette, I think.
Cousin
did.
Eddie.
Ándale, cousin Eddie.
Cousin
Compadre,
Eddie.
he's a
Yeah.
Dicky's compadre.
Yeah.
If you know what, following these guys for a bit, 1 or 2 years, I've noticed Musicales do not have fans. You've got friends that you just haven't met. I mean, everywhere, wherever you go. No, get David Lee. He's this, and the band is awesome. I mean, just they speak volumes of you guys. You know, your character. And,
Very
and
blessed, man. Very
generosity.
blessed to go to meet a lot of people, a lot of the friends and family. We call them family también, because that's what they are. You know, after a while, you know, los invitan a comer a su casa,
Right.
and before you know it, y le digo, ya no los hagan, porque se va a llegar el día que vamos a venir y no los van a invitar, nos vamos a enojar. En Laredo siempre los invitaban, and it was after the dance. La familia, no, cilantradas. Have you ever had a cilantrada?
No, sir, I have not.
This chicken is chicken with cilantro, and they're called cilantradas, and I mean they're great, and beans and rice. Y ese era cada vez que tocamos en Laredo. Nomás se acababa el baile. Hey, allá lo vemos en la casa. Hijo, pero we gotta go home. No. Ya le hicimos, ya están las cilantradas listas. Y ahí vamos. A que la cilantrada.
Another family member. Yeah.
So yeah, he's right. I mean, you have more than fans. You have friends. You think it's part of that whole small town, very small town upbringing?
I think so, Johnny, because that's the way we were brought up. Make friends with everybody, and they welcome us into their home. That's what more can you ask? You know, it's just more than fans. It's family.
Yeah.
It's more like in every city and the baile, it's like you have your core friends that go. I mean, there'll be at one club one night, and you see them the next night at a different club, a few miles down the road, and it's like nonstop, no matter if it's Houston or Dallas. And, it's a big testament to you guys. And
Richmond, Rosenberg.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Oh, yes.
There's something in the water in Richmond, Rosenberg. I was like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Remember that one, Johnny?
I was like, oh, damn. This is not even a dairy state. But getting back to where you told me a story one time about the first time you heard your song on the radio. It wasn't supposed to be on the radio, was it?
Right, the Cuatro Caminos.
It was a little radio station in Poteet?
In Pleasanton. KBOP.
Okay.
It was a little small station there. And we went to Hacienda Records and recorded our first album, but we paid to make a single and 8-track tape.
Okay.
We paid $1,200 or $1,500 back in the day. That was a lot of money. We sacrificed there to do that. So we did it, And we come back home and los llaman, hey, ya menos sale el 8-track tape, okay. Pero el single ya salió, lo vamos a mandar a las radio stations. Oh, okay. So they put it on Las Brisas. It was Hacienda Records, but they put it on a sub-label, se llama Las Brisas. Okay. So they send it out to the radio stations. And, of course, we were always listening to KBOP, the KIWW con el Ratonini.
Yeah.
And those small stations and around Poteet, we'd listen and, they would play them. So I was there one day in Poteet at home, and we always had the radio on KBOP there, and all of a sudden I hear another song besides Cuatro Caminos, and it wasn't the flip side either, it was another song. So I called the DJ, hey, how could you play that song? I mean, it's on an 8-track tape. Dijo, no, man, it's an album. I said, what? It's an album. I'll be right there. And I got in my car, boom, I went to Pleasanton, and sure enough, está un album, white album, así, with the Cuatro Caminos like that. And misspelled, pero como quiera era Cuatro Caminos. And on the back, we took a picture in front of the Kicker Palace in Poteet. Y es cuando andaba Ram con nosotros y estamos todos lined up in front of the Kicker Palace, todos flacos, jóvenes y todo. Jóvenes y feos, ahora viejos y feos. and so that was on the back cover. Wow, check this out. So we called Hacienda, hey, this wasn't supposed to be an album. When we paid for an 8-track, I mean, we're good, we're cool with it, que salió un album. Pero, well, no, dijo, we got such a good response from the Cuatro Caminos that we said, you know what, let's run with it. So the next time you come and record, dijo, y'all don't have to pay anymore. All right, well, something good came out of it.
Yeah.
So we never paid it again to record.
So you never knew how much money that album
No.
made?
Until this day, we don't know.
All you knew is that next time you went and you recorded for free.
That's right.
And then you follow that up with Todavía No Me Muero.
Todavía No Me Muero, and then Especialmente Para Ti. So we did, and then Las Canciones Que Te Canto, I think we did like 4 albums there, 4 or 5 albums at Hacienda.
Sí. And the first 3 with Ram.
With Ram, yes.
With Ram, and then
So all of a sudden you're in a better situation, I guess, and you sign with Capital EMI. The money went from pennies to like big time dollars, right?
From zero to
hero,
money.
Right. To big money.
That was one, to me, like accomplishment for me, because now you have these record labels looking at you,
courting you,
and offering you money plus all everything that comes with that. The promotions. Yeah. So, man, that made me feel good. It's like, wow, I guess we are a band.
We're somebody.
We're somebody.
We're somebody from a little bitty town, you know. We never in my wildest dream. I mean, my dream was always to be a full-time musician.
Right.
When going to high school, you had, man, I want to be a full-time musician. Porque ya estudié de la escuela, ya me cansé. And then I got out of school and working. I said, man, I don't want to work, man. I want to be a musician.
So you used to drive into San Antonio to work, but you didn't
yeah.
want to drive into San Antonio to play a gig. ¿Quién te entiende, Dave?
I wanted to be driven.
Oh, okay.
Yo no quería arriar. Right.
So, okay, so now all of a sudden you quit your job. You making bowling balls here in San Antonio. What was the name of the place?
Columbia 300.
There you go, Columbia.
I have a lot of friends. A big shout out to all my good buddies that used to work at Columbia 300. And I worked there for like 7 years. And when I left, I was a lead man, lead person. And I had my own crew and everything. You know, I started in the bottom, from the very bottom. You know, and then I worked my way up.
So what does the lead man do? Drill the holes or what?
No. You oversee. I was an overseer.
So you were like a supervisor, dude.
Kind of like a supervisor.
He makes the fries.
Yeah. The next step is fries. That's where the big bucks
That's
come in.
what we're shooting for, the fries with the timer. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So no, I did that, and then, I don't know. We got a while here, and we said, you know what? I'm gonna quit my job, man. I want to, because we started playing a lot, and we played like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Y lo bueno que we didn't, when I worked at Columbia, Fridays were off. We would just work four 10-hour days from Monday to Thursday. So I had a chance to, we didn't leave Friday to go to Dallas or Houston or the Valley, whatever. And that was good. But come Monday morning, bien crudote.
Y bien cateado.
Bien cateado, from the road. And I said, we need to try it, Dad. Let's make our move. Well, we make our move, and then the economy goes to cahoots, But we hung in there, man. We stuck with it, tercos, and recording, we had to record. You had to, back in the day, you had to record one album a year,
Yeah.
One CD album a year.
With the major labels?
With the major labels, and you'd finish recording one, y te dijeron, okay, get some songs for the next one. Hey. Y les dije yo, hey, Manolo, todavía ni sale el álbum. No, le hace, vamos a buscar.
Dave, but before Capitol, it was Cara Records, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Cara.
CBS.
How many did you
From Hacienda
record
to
for
Cara. How many did we do at Cara? About, I would say about 4 or 5 también, ¿verdad? 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Emilio days.
Yeah, the Cara CBS, was that what the
CBS.
Cara
That
CBS?
was
CBS.
before CBS.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
It
before-
was just Cara
It was
Records,
just
Bob
Cara.
Weaver.
Yeah.
And then CBS came in the picture there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
CBS.
because we recorded some and we're under the CBS, not the label itself, but the distribution, I think.
Yeah. So did Griever sell to CBS? Was that the deal? Everything converted to CBS there, Gibby?
I guess, right?
Yes.
Gib? Right,
Yeah.
Gib?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had the distribution deal. And then the band started signing up contracts. I don't know about these guys in particular, but that's the way all that happened.
Oh.
And then the powers that be at CBS jumped ship and made Capital EMI. And then there was 2 companies.
And you guys went with Capital EMI.
Right.
So when they tell you we're going to give you X amount of dollars for an album, did you
What?
you're going,
You're
really?
going to what?
For one album? Really?
Right.
10 songs?
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I mean, it was like right around the Tejano Music Awards, right, Gilbert? That's when they would always all come in and into town and, hey, we're going to have a meeting with you.
Yeah.
Because that was like the new label in town, the new company, Capital EMI. And so we had a meeting with them, and we had a meeting with Sony también.
Right.
And we were like, where do we go? Pero these
EMI
guys-
made you a better deal?
Yeah, no, they were pretty much the same, pero I don't know, I guess Jose Bejar and Manolo, we didn't know them, pero
Right.
they were the first ones to approach us, so we went with them.
And to know, after that, then came BMG and Arista.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you had these 4 major labels here in San Antonio. For those who say the capital of Tejano music is elsewhere, they were all here in San Antonio.
Well, I just look, I reference the fact that it doesn't seem like it is now. But back in the day, in the early 90s and all the way through, the 90s, it was, I mean, without a doubt, San Antonio was the capital of Tejano music back in the day. Now, I don't know. I mean, it depends who you ask. There's no more major labels, so that's gone.
Yeah.
Did you get a little spoiled being on a major label there, Dave? Because
of
te
course.
llevaban, te despertaban, and they would drive you to the station, and everybody used to get up early.
Yeah.
It was a 7 o'clock interview for everybody.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, we had to drive early to go do an interview in Corpus, y en El Valle también.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always in the West Texas. It was like a 2-day thing. You have the interviews in the morning and late afternoon, the drive time,
Right.
and then spend the night because the next day you're gonna go to San Angelo or wherever else, Midland, Odessa, and do the interviews over there. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I mean, it's something that we wouldn't do on our own.
Right.
So they took us. It really did help.
The promotional tours,
promotion, of
the
course.
north and the west
Yeah.
and the east of
Definitely.
the south. I mean,
Do you miss that? Do you miss the fact that now, I mean, obviously everybody's a little older. They've got, families, situations have changed. So you get an album maybe every 2 years now from David Lee, maybe 3 years. Because you've got one
We
that's
got
coming
lazy.
out.
Yeah, we've been real lazy here lately.
And the brand new single, Para No Pensar En
Para
Ti,
No
¿verdad?
Pensar En Ti,
is a
right.
brand new single, good little
Right.
cumbia. I really enjoy the song. When is that album forecasted?
As we speak, we're working on it, right, Gilbert? We're almost
Yeah,
done.
we're real close.
Very close.
Okay.
I would say another 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Finish it out, but then we'll set a date to when it's going to really come out. Hit the stores or hit the stores here, hit the street.
Right. So the first time I ever heard David Lee on a recording, I was working at this little radio station in Mission, KITM Star 105. And here comes a Maz record. And I was going, Maz has an accordion? And the guys there, todos son del Valle. And for whatever reason, it always happens and probably still happens. La raza del Valle don't want to play a whole lot of San Antonio music. La raza de San Antonio don't want to play a whole lot of Valley music. Los de Corpus. It's always like that. But some of them, fall through the cracks and they filter in.
Right.
And that was the first time I heard David Lee on an accordion. I started to do research. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
¿Quién es ese chino?
So I started to research, and I was like, okay. And I was like, interesting, because back in the day, the labels would use a well-established artist to cross another artist into an area that they needed to cross. Like you guys needed the Valley, because Maz was pretty much a monster anywhere. They play everywhere,
exactly.
La Mafia, Maz, they were pretty much, they could play anywhere in the state. But the major labels, am I right, Gibby? They would use one artist to cross another artist over.
Yeah, somebody would always piggyback on the other ones, kind of sort of.
Yeah, like that time that Alvaro Torres, I guess they were trying to cross him into this market, and he recorded that, that song with Selena.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to cross her that way, no?
Yeah.
I
You
don't
think?
know.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
because
Well,
that's
what could he have done around here? There was nothing about him that was Tejano.
No, but I mean, there's always been gente mexicana here that for whatever reason they weren't being catered to that they are now big time, on a big time level. You had a couple of stations, that would play, but they'd also mix in Tejano, but not 100% their music, their género de música, whether you call it regional or norteño, whatever you want to call it, international. But there wasn't a whole lot of stations that would play their music, and they were just coming in 94, 95. I know that our company had one, and they had two. So apenas estaba entrando. So, but yeah, you're right, because that's basically what happened. Selena crossed into Mexico. So, yeah.
now
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Through the years, though, and we talked when you started back learning the accordion, Vicky jumping in. I mean, through a career over 50 years, you've always been able to ride the wave, whatever the wave is. I mean, we go back and listen to some of your first recordings. I mean, they play fast. Remember we were hearing Narciso Martinez, and the tempo was really fast.
Oh, they play fast.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
Musicales kind of started out fast like that.
It was
and then
kind of fast. Yeah.
We were young. We could run fast.
And then as it goes,
We're hungry.
Then you vamos a comer, Romero. And then you get to the cumbias that smashes, some records there, and you're still here, and you're still got a big audience that loves what you do. And I mean, ¿de qué se debe? I mean, do you
Well, no
just you
sé,
get a
pero-
feel for that, or you just
Speaking of fast, cuando grabábamos, we would, like, en la hacienda, bien recio el beat. And then we came to San Antonio y Manny Guerra. We in the studio with Manny Guerra, and we started, okay, ¿qué canción van a grabar? Esta. Whoa, dijo, espera, slow down. ¿Pa dónde van?
Where's the fire?
Where's the fire? Exactly. So he slowed us down a lot. Oh, wow, okay. Y es lo mismo, the 3-minute song, is a 3-minute song,
Right.
Recio, despacito no le hace, ¿verdad? Pero he slowed us down. So lo crédito a Manny that to crack the whip on that on us, Si no, todavía estuviéramos tocando bien recio,
Yeah, because we were listening to some of that old stuff, that Narciso and all those. It's like, holy moly, man! It's like they were in a race,
Exactly.
See who finishes the song first. It's like, damn. And to that, to kind of, piggyback on what Mico was talking about. I've always said that, there's been bands that throughout time are still here, in rock and country and so many other genres. You're that band in Tejano, and it doesn't matter who's on the mic. You've had a good fortune of whether, it's Emilio, Oscar G, Jay Perez, Ram, Mark L., all the others that came in between, Marcos, and now Cesar, you still have a very big and loyal following.
That's why we're very blessed, to have the following that we have. And at first it was scary, right, brother? Estaba scary cuando salió Ram y entró Emilio, we had fans. We weren't very well known at the time, pero we had fans que, no me gusta como canta él, And my dad and my grandpa would always say, you're always going to hear people, negativity, just say, you're always going to hear, vas a oír de todo. Y dice mi abuelo, dijo, voy al baño y ahí están hablando ahí. No, pues, ¿cómo te gusta la música? No, está bien, pero el acordeonista nomás no. Dijeron, abuelo, sí, pero no te iba a ir, mijo, pero, well, now you told me, pero no, dice, vas a oír de todo. So, it was kind of scary in the early years, man, when Ram and then Emilio and then when Emilio left, and then for the next one and that one. Pero the fans siempre, they would always come back.
Yeah.
Había uno que otro que ya no los miramos, ¿verdad? Pero we would make more fans, entraba un cantante nuevo y parecía we just freshen up the music.
Would you say that the biggest difference was when you went from Jay to Marcos?
As far as vocal-wise?
Yeah, because it was like,
whoa.
Hi, I'm Jay Perez and you're not. And then
Marcos estaba más lento. And we got a lot of feedback on that. No canta como Jay Perez, le digo yo. And I would tell him, you know what? If I wanted to sing like Jay Perez, I'd pick up the phone and call Jay Perez, you know? Pero no, everyone that came in through the band, yo les dije a ellos, I know there's singers before you, and there's going to be singers after you, pero the ones before you, you're going to have to learn those songs because that's how we make our living, through the songs that we've already recorded. But I don't want you to sound like Ram, like Jay, like anybody. I want to hear you sing.
Right.
So siempre that was, I would always tell all the singers, Oscar G, a todos, I want to hear what you have, And that's the way we just kept it going. And then we would refresh the whole thing, I think.
And now your current singer has been with you the longest.
I know, right? Este loco de Cesar, yeah, man.
Yeah. You have a certain liking to him. And I think it's because he knows a lot of the music you like, the Bavi Naranjo, the Serrata brothers, all that kind of stuff. Los Chachos, you like all that stuff. And he knows, he's like, what would you call it? He's got like a kindred spirit, and he knows all that old music because he's not really that old, is he?
He's not that old, but he grew up next to the Serratas.
Okay.
So dice que when I was real little, they would be practicing, and I would just go over there and listen to him because his dad was a musician también. So dije, yo iba para allá y pues no me dije, hey, canta una canción. Y they would put him to sing a song. Dijo, so I grew up with those guys, I know all. I would always hear all that music. Y yo adrede le busco una song on YouTube. Y le digo, no sabes esta tú, César, uno de los Chachos, o de Bernal. Y me mira y me dice, por favor, señor. And he starts singing it. And my dad, and paz descanse dad, but dad would always tell me, when we're looking for another guy to sing, me dije, mijo, búscate un joven que cante canciones de Bernal, de Los Chachos, todas esas canciones viejas, you know. Ya no hayas, le digo, Dad, there's nobody out there that does that anymore, you know. So these young singers that are coming up, they're singing what's current, what's right now.
Right.
You know, pues lo and behold, you know, César entró a la banda, y como era de esa área, you know, he knows a whole lot of that music, you know. And there's not too many songs that I tell him, hey, ¿sabes esta? Or let's do this one. Dale, just márcale.
So one night, I was seeing, you know, I went into Buda because, you know, David and the Musicales were playing in Buda. And I think Cesar had probably just joined the band. And, yeah, andaba medio Ramírez yo, ¿verdad?
Ándele, ¿cuándo?
No te creo.
Más o menos. So all of a sudden, you know, I'm like, wow, David, doing Las Cuatro Lupes?
Oh.
And so I called him the next day and I said, man, David, you guys kicked some ass last night. He said,
Por las
we
Cuatro
did?
Lupes.
Yeah, I said, ¿te aventaste con Las Cuatro Lupes? And he goes, we did that one? I, was like, I guess I wasn't the only one que andaba medio Ramírez.
Yeah, no, once in a while, dale Las Cuatro Lupes, boss, órale, or una de Los Chachos, not de Los Chachos really, pero de Babi Naranjo and stuff like that, yeah. I would tell him, do this one, let's do this one, el vestido blanco, or whatever, and do it, let's do it. Para cambiarle, porque a veces we play 2 or 3 nights in a row, ya estamos medio fastidiados, let's do something different. Y Joey se me enoja, Joey. You only got 30 albums recorded, dijo, you're playing somebody else's songs. Yes, because we're bored.
Yeah. You know, you have all these great singers that you develop and you grow and that you're able to present. And then, you know, Ram, Emilio, Jay, and then you come out with another. When John and I talked, just a little background, when John and I talked about doing the podcast, I said, dude, we're radio guys. Let's just call it the radio guys. And I said, besides, we have an intro song already. It's called The Radio Guy.
The Radio Guy.
And Bobby was here just a couple of weeks ago. He's going, who sings that song, The Radio Guy, con David Lee? Is it this guy Orozco? Is it somebody else? I go, no, it's Jonny. And Bobby's over there. He couldn't believe it. So you made
I made another singer.
Yeah, you made
I didn't know it, but I
here.
made another singer.
Yeah, I'm not a singer. Okay, folks. We have a good producer and a tech guy in the other room who made me sound really good. And it was right around, TTMA Fanfare.
Right around there.
Yeah, and I remember David called me, hey, you ready? I'm like, for what? Yeah, not, you know, I had allergies kicking as I like to say, andaba medio mocoso. And he says, well, we're doing it right now. And I'm like, okay. So I drank like 2 gallons of water coming over here trying to flush that stuff out. But, yeah.
It came out good.
Yeah.
Salió más o menos.
I'll never forget Gibby says, hey, David and Joe went to get chicken. Come on, let's do it right now because, you know, we'll never get it done.
Gibby?
That's not true.
No. Don't back out on me now, Gilbert. Come on now. But yeah, I mean, it was, and I don't know, it's just the way it happened. And then David says, we're going to do a DVD. I'm like, okay. He says, so can you come out to Thirsty Horse? And we're going to, I'm like, oh, okay.
And one take, man, you did it. You did it.
Well, again, the Musicales magic.
Yeah.
And congratulations on that CD, DVD. I think it was the Grammy-winning one.
Yeah, pretty much.
So felicidades on that. Great album.
Grammy-winning one. And you've got 2 Grammys, correct?
3.
3. Okay, you've got one with Los Tres Acordeones.
2 of them, an American Grammy and a Latin Grammy.
Oh, with that one.
With that one.
Okay.
And then
and that one was Sonny Sauceda and
Joel Guzman.
Joel Guzman and yourself.
Myself.
Yeah. I thought that was a great album, dude. You
Gibby,
know?
Chente.
Yeah.
Who else, Gibby? Help me.
Gosh, I mean, I don't remember.
You, Chente.
Yes, yourself, Sonny.
Eddie Perez right on bass.
No, that wasn't Eddie.
Yeah, you had
I
Eddie.
think it was Steve Roth.
And Steve Roth también.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know. Got to go back and check that out.
Yeah.
Let me look my files up.
And then you've got one with Friends.
And with the Friends, yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Is it part of your dream to have one along with Los Musicales?
I think Richard's daughter, the oldest daughter, Clarissa, said, because we've been nominated like 5 or 6 times, and we'd jump on a plane and go to L.A., go to New York, and everywhere we got nominated, and we'd never win. Either he had Clarissa, Dad, how come they don't give y'all a Grammy for most nominated. That's what we need.
They don't have that category yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Well, you know, all it is a political thing. You just got to go out there and drum up some votes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because that's really what it is. At the Oscars, I mean, it's a great award because it's, you know, it's a tribute that's being paid to you by your peers.
Exactly.
But still, it's just a political thing. Cause
Yeah, nowadays it's very much taking that turn.
Yeah.
Sad to
because
say.
If, you know, the people that are voting don't know who David Lee Garza y Los Musicales is, you know, because when Gilbert goes, they're going, oh, yeah, you
Mr. Gilbert.
You do Tejano, yeah, Flaco Jimenez, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Little Joe.
Okay, and who else, Gilbert, they mentioned?
Little Joe.
Little Joe and
Little Joe.
Flaco.
That's it. Those are the two names they know,
Yeah.
you know. And, I mean, you know, they're well-respected and well-deserved,
Yeah.
bien merecido, but, I mean, that's how much the people that are voting know about our music. So, you said one time, I said, hey, Dave, when are you going to hang it up? And you said, hay que pasar la bandera. You know,
I know.
you have to pass the baton on to somebody. Who could actually, nobody could fill Los Musicales' shoes, you know?
Well, it's not about filling the shoes, but the way I see it, you know, I back in the day when the Latin Breed was still around, and Sonny and the Sunliners and all those, and
They're still around.
well, yeah, they are, pero
Okay.
they're not recording here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there.
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can I just ask one question
A ver.
without you getting upset, sir?
Me?
Yes.
Sure.
How many of the original Latin Breed members are in the original or in the current Latin Breed band?
Just one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the name, and honestly,
Well, no, I know how it
it's,
works.
it's very much like a cover band,
Yeah,
but
they-
they have the name. They bought
yeah.
the name.
They bought the
This
name,
is
yeah.
America. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
So,
you don't believe me? Just ask Trump.
There you go.
But,
But
no,
they play what they call they play that song list, and if you're a fan, you go to the baile and you hear those songs. and
Yeah.
Right.
We
Yeah.
had fun,
Yeah.
and then people maybe so much they don't even care who's playing. They hear the music, and they're
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
No, and I get it. I've heard them. I've heard the current band, and they sound good. I'm not,
Yeah.
disrespecting them. I'm just, making a point because I get a call every so often. They're going, how can a band? I was like, well, it's a tribute band. It's a cover band. More of a tribute. I mean,
More of a
by the
tribute
way,
band.
what's the difference between a tribute and a cover band? Because if you think about it, both bands are doing cover songs.
A
The cover
tribute
numbers.
band would play more specifically about this artist.
Yes, but cover music, right?
Yeah, they're
Okay,
playing.
I'm
They're giving homage. Is that the right word?
Yes.
To the
I-
list of songs. From,
I understand the meaning of
Yeah.
tribute and all that,
Oh,
but it's
okay.
still just cover music, right?
Yeah, it's cover music.
Yeah, but I mean, I know what you're saying because I mean, there's a lot of, there's like 2-3 Selena tribute bands right now.
Yeah.
And so I was just, because somebody said, well, we're not a cover band, we're a tribute band. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we get back to the baton?
There you go.
No.
Let's
Look at that.
No.
What I was saying, back in the day, all these bands were playing and we were playing también. And then little by little, they start not retiring, pero they're not so much on the road anymore.
Right.
And we're still out there, nosotros, and I see Rubén Ramos y my compadre Pulido, we're still ahí con la bandera, con el
And
batán,
Little
como quien
Joe,
dice, Little
yeah,
Joe.
yeah.
Yeah, y digo yo, man, what's going to happen when we retire, when we leave, se va a perder esto, or who's going to pick up? I mean, I don't know. So, answer to your question, we're going to retire no time soon because we owe too much money.
You got to pay off that
You gotta pay the
1991
bill.
Fat Boy off, or
That's right.
2021 Fat Boy. My
Are
bad.
there more Garzas coming up that maybe are
la
interested in
música.
that?
Not de esta onda, no. Adam's boys and one of my boys, Marco, they got a little band together,
Yeah.
pero they play algo más.
I don't know I haven't heard.
I saw, but I didn't hear them. Pero esa es más rock.
Okay.
Más rock, está más
Like
rockero.
rock en español,
Algo así,
like
yeah.
metal or something
I
like
think
that.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Tejano, and they grew up with, listening to Tejano. They grew up going to our dances. We'd take them with
Right.
us and this and that. Pero ni así,
You'd put him on stage. Who was it?
Yeah,
that-
Anthony.
Adams
Played the
oldest boy.
accordion.
Yeah, he played
Yeah.
the accordion. I
Tocaba
remember he'd get
la
up there.
accordion.
He'd make more money than the
And
band
the
because
band, because they would throw money at him.
money.
Because he was a little bitty boy. He was a 10-year-old or 8 or 9, 10-year-old. Y le daban dinero. Whoa.
Yes, they actually. That was
They did,
that was
right?
one of the highlights. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Just
there was a-
10 years old.
Yes,
So, known as the Godfather of Tejano, been playing music for 50 plus years. Now all of a sudden you're going to jump into the cruise directorship. You're going to be the director of a cruise ship. And folks, if you are a fan of Los Musicales, and book your cruise right now. You can call 214, and it's 718-5541. Los Musicales, David Lee Garza. It's Los Musicales Tejano Country Cruise, and it takes off the 24th through the 29th of January. It's a shorter cruise, not a 7-day cruise, a 5-day cruise.
It's a 5-day cruise.
And
2026.
We're going to test the waters.
Yeah.
Ándale.
20.
He got yokes. He got yokes.
He's got puns. So it's 24th through the 29th of 2026.
26.
But you
yes.
can start getting and booking your cabins now.
Right.
It's going to be some good music. We're talking, there's El Mágico Valle. We've had them on the podcast, the Delta Boys.
Delta Boys.
Tied little conjunto band. Yep. Then you're going to have Mario Flores and the Soda Creek Band, which is country. San Antonio kind of country.
That's right.
And I understand there's going to be a couple of special guests singing on the countryside.
Exactly.
Big names is all I can say, okay?
That's right. We're not going to let the cat out of the bag, not just yet.
And, of course, Los Musicales.
Musicales. We'll be there.
Yeah, so this is, again, the 24th through the 29th of next January, the 2026. No passports required. So you don't have to worry if you're like, I can't get my passport. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
Costa Maya and Cozumel, you said, right?
Right. Yeah, and if you get your tickets on right now, there's a specials going on right now.
They call it the early bird special.
Early bird specials.
Uh-huh.
And there's VIP packages también that'll get you, our understanding, get you in and off the ship early, get you in and get you out early. And to all our events, también you must be in the front row. Hey,
Yes, though.
Front
VIP.
Are you excited about this? Because I know you've done a few cruises.
We've done a few.
Gary.
With Gary, yeah. We're very,
There's a lot of Tejano cruises all of a sudden. Because
all of a sudden,
Gary's been doing his for a while.
Right.
Jonny Martinez has been doing his for a while. And then there's another
David
one.
Farias.
No, David Farias.
Tocayo David Farias.
He's got one too?
Yeah,
Just
he's got a
saw that,
conjunto
just saw
one.
that, yeah.
It just
Wow.
came back. They just came back here about a week, 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. He has one. It's a conjunto one. So he takes a lot of conjuntos on his cruise.
Nice. Does he have little armbands, that inflatable armbands?
For ducky, little duckies.
Little duckies.
I'm just kidding, Dave.
That's what's up.
That's what's
Well, good thing they're not Dallas Cowboys because they'd be sinking. They'd be sinking.
Yeah, no, we're excited about this. We're meeting every week. Myself, my brothers, my two brothers, Adam and Richard, and Joey. And I told Joey it's going to be a long process, Joey. A year. It's a whole year. Falta un año.
Right.
And there's payment plans. Para lo que dicen, está bien caro. Yeah, it might be caro. Pero it's on Royal Caribbean, a real nice ship. The Marina, I think. I don't know. Ya se me olvidó. Pero anyway, it's on Royal Caribbean, and it's a nice ship. And there's a VIP, like I mentioned, early bird
specials. And you're going out of Galveston, right?
Out of Galveston, yes. And it's a 5-day cruise. Muchos dicen, que 7 days is a long time. And it is, pero we're going to try this 5-day. A ver cómo, vamos a hacer el 5-day, vamos a ir. We should have gone on a 7-day.
7-day
right?
cruise.
If it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Like you mentioned with Gary, we went like 3 or 4 years in a row, it's tiempo, de cambiar. So Gary went with some other artists, which is fine. And dijo Joey, let's do it. Dije, pero Joey, it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a whole year. Todavía falta un año. Pero it's going to be a lot of work. And like I mentioned, we get together every week. And we're going to probably get together every other week, and talk about, what's going on, who's come on board, and
right.
or what we need to do to promote this.
Most important question of the night, have you ever won any money at the casino of these cruise ships?
Yeah, just maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once or twice.
Once or twice.
El que tiene suerte es el Joey, ¿no?
El Joey es el bueno, yeah.
Jesús,
but I did I won $25,000 on
holy moly.
And that was one of the early cruises. It wasn't Gary's Was it Gary? It might have been Gary's cruise.
No,
yeah,
man, it was Johnny's cruise.
No, it was Johnny's.
Yeah, he took a
It was
picture.
Johnny's. Pues ahí andaba Gary también.
He took a picture with the captain and all that stuff.
Right.
Oh, the Musicales didn't go.
Oh, it was fui solo.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, they didn't want to.
Oh, so it was Johnny's cruise.
Yeah.
So did you send the money in advance so you wouldn't leave it all there?
No, they didn't give it to me till the last day when we were coming back. And actually, I brought back like 20 grand, right, Gilbert? Because Gilbert and Debbie rode with me. We stopped and let's go eat. Okay, where? I don't know, somewhere where I can park my truck close to where we're eating because I got 20 grand in my suitcase. So estamos comiendo la carrera. Hey, my truck's there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now he carries $20
now.
From 20 grand to $20.
Yeah.
There you
What's
go.
one of the coolest things about going on the cruise? I've never been on a cruise.
You never been? You need to go, Mico.
I've never been.
Mico.
Never been.
I want to sign you up real quick right here. Now, the coolest thing is it's cold here.
Mm-hmm.
And vienes con jacket y todo, y nomás te subes, and about 2-3 hours later, te andas quitando todo y te pones los shorts y los little t-shirt, nomás, whatever, porque it warms up.
Yeah.
The more you go south.
But you can't play in the casino till you get into
International water, which is only about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're in international waters, órale, hazte garras.
I can lose money with the best of them. So
I taught you well, didn't I,
yes,
sir?
you have. Yes, you have. So felicidades on the
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
cruise,
thank you, man.
Buena
Thank you.
suerte. Of course,
Hopefully we'll get y'all on there. Talk to y'all.
Okay.
Habla con Joey.
I've gone on one cruise. The person I went with obviously made it, a living hell, but
well, is it like a wife or something?
yeah.
Well, ex-wife.
ex-wife. So I left a
Okay,
bad
no.
taste in my mouth, but
You got to do it again and
do it again.
Yes.
make it right.
Hey, he could be one of your guest performers, surprise guest performers.
No,
No, we can even do the show from there.
Yeah,
We could do
We
the
could do the
show
show from there,
The
maybe.
radio guy.
We
Yeah.
could get that going.
Because
Podcast.
when do you leave?
We leave on a Saturday and come back on a Thursday morning.
So the podcast is on a
Monday.
Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
We'll get talking technical stuff, but
Right.
felicidades on the tour, man. We
Yeah,
got all the best.
congratulations, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Invite everybody to log on. You can go on to TejanoCountryEvents.net if you want more information. Y todo siempre. I want some more information. It's on there. It's right there on the post on the poster. On the card.
Right.
So just call Tina at 214-718-5541.
Yep.
Tina Gonzalez.
Or TejanoCountryEvents.net.
.net. Ahí te todo.
TejanoCountryEvents.net.
Anything you want to know, it's on there.
All right, we will definitely
Man,
get that posted.
Mario's been doing this country stuff for a minute now, for a long time.
That's
¿verdad?
right. Exactly, yeah.
I've seen where lately him and Grupo Rio get together and they do a shoot it, and it's a lot of Emilio stuff. Paying tribute to Emilio. Matter of fact, they were at the rodeo, I think, this weekend, right?
Were they?
Think so. One of the cook-offs? Or,
In Houston?
and was it Houston? I thought it was here,
Oh, it was here?
for this cook-off that they had this past weekend. Man, I saw they were somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, but
They've been doing good. They've been doing good. I've heard a lot of compliments to Mario singing the Emilio songs. Que le da un poquito.
Yeah, he sings. I heard him and it sounded real good. Mario, yeah. He sounded pretty close
Tejano.
to, Tejano. Yeah.
he doesn't
say,
put
no,
any twang.
I guess not.
No twang.
Como le haré. No, nothing like that.
That's funny.
Canta español.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. Well,
So
that'd
then,
be something to look forward to.
Outside of this, man, what's next for Los Musicales? Because, you've been pretty much, you even were like a president of another Tejano organization.
The Tejano Academy, yeah.
The Tejano Academy.
We gave it a run, we tried to had this organization for about, I would say, 4 or 5 years, 6 years. And we gave it a run. We did, I thought we did good, pero lack of participation, in other words, de los músicos siempre íbamos y visitamos los del Valle, los de Corpus y todo, and they were kind of like, no, pues ustedes de San Antonio, ustedes ganan todos los awards. Well, it's about voting, you're a musician, your fellow musicians are the ones that are voting who the best guitar player is, the best bass player, whatever. Y ellos miraban que no, pues nomás los de San Antonio ganan. So that kind of, after a while, it kind of fizzled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the money had to keep coming in. And
and it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Yep. We did some shows in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
We did a couple of shows, or one or two
Bally's,
shows.
right?
At Bally's,
Yeah.
the
Bally's,
Bally's. Yeah, we did. We had good response. Nomás que the money wasn't there tampoco, and then it was kind of hard to go back,
And now you go back every year with the,
with the convention.
yeah.
But at least we don't have to fund that.
Ahí
Ahora te pagan para ir.
The Tejano takeover. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and this year it's July 10, 11, 12, 13, I believe, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and you guys are doing the Sunday.
The Sunday, yeah.
conjunto?
We've never done the Sunday. We're doing the Sunday this year.
Yeah.
David Chavez and Sarah. Thank you all for asking us to go back. I think we were over there last year, but last year we did a Friday night. Y era como un vacation. We went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday.
And Monday.
And Monday.
Some of us come back Monday.
So, I'm curious, Richard, do you gamble?
Not as much as my brother.
Yeah.
But when he does, he wins.
Oh.
Seriously?
A little bit.
Estábamos en Valley, en Bellagio la otra vez, the last time we went.
Yeah.
Y andaba yo medio Ramírez, no andaba Ramírez, pero caído. Andaba medio caído. Y el brother Gani en la máquina. Y le dije yo, me rimé, le dije, brother, ¿dónde está la ATM machine? Dijo, ahí está, dijo, anda, dale para allá.
True story.
Dije, ahorita me da un 100, brother. Go, no, nada. Dije, ¿dónde está la ATM machine, brother? Ahí está, it's right there.
Right
Go.
there, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Just
go
like
get
me,
it.
that's the only machine that'll give you
Yeah.
money in Vegas.
When it pays out.
Exactly, yeah. No, a lot of fun over in Vegas. Lots of good memories over there in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
And more to be made.
And more to be made,
Maybe we'll
that's
see
right.
it. Maybe we'll see you up there this time. on
Ándale,
Sunday.
you
Tal
need
vez,
to.
tal vez.
You
Hey,
need to.
Thanks for being with us and continuing on. I want to put you guys under a quick, what I call Rodriguez rapid fire question session. All right? I'm going to shoot you some questions quick. You answer them quick, whatever comes to your head.
Vamos a ver.
All ready? One of each. You guys ready? Okay, David.
Well.
What's your favorite musicales song to play?
Amor de Madrugada.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Kiki.
my favorite too.
Same question. What's your favorite musicales to play?
I like the cumbia. Te quiero, te amo.
Okay, there it is right there. David, favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry.
Of course, poteet.
Favorite what?
Favorite strawberry. What's your favorite food to eat? Food. Comida. What's your
Comida.
favorite food?
Golly, I eat everything.
All of them.
We
All of
couldn't tell.
Thank you, Daddy. Can y'all put a filter on the camera?
Okay, we go. David, what's your favorite Mas song?
My song, Decídete.
I like that. And then your mafia song for you.
Mafia?
What's your favorite mafia song?
Wow, 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 wow. I don't know the name of it. No, you know what? Tu, solo tu.
Okay, there you go.
That's a good oldie. Yes.
David, if you
Yes.
could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
I would live in Las Vegas.
Ándale.
Really?
Makes sense. And then Dickie,
Okay.
what was your favorite subject in school?
Girls.
You know, I like math.
Okay.
I
Really?
like math, yeah.
Okay.
Just adding
All
up all
right.
the paychecks. Okay, final question here, David. Who's one of your favorite accordion players?
Esteban Jordan.
Oh.
Dickie, who's one of your favorite bass players?
My, let me see.
Quick.
Hijo de su-
The pressure.
Speedy.
Oh, okay.
Speedy.
okay.
Speedy. Yeah,
Villarreal.
Yeah,
Right.
yes.
Excelencia.
Villanueva.
Excelencia La
He's
Mafia.
a rock.
La
He's a
Mafia.
rocker, but he plays so. I mean, he has his own style,
Yeah.
and he's playing like he don't care. But
But it comes out
as a
good.
bass player, you're watching him, and you're like, "How is he doing that?" And he's having so much fun. He's just, and it's a 4-string.
You think maybe he smokes a little herb before he?
It gets creative. It gets creative.
You know what? We played with. I don't know who he was playing with, some band, and he left his bass behind.
Uh-huh.
He forgot, I guess. I got it. I took it with me. I said, "This is my bass." But I called him the next day. I said, "Speedy, your bass?" "Yeah." Said, "I have it." Like, "Oh my God, thank you, Dickie." Like, not a problem. We're bass players. We're
Gotta watch
take
out
care
for
of each other.
Well, okay, man. Thank you. That was the Rodriguez rapid fire. And
there you go.
I'm sorry, Mico. I didn't answer as quick as I could, but
No, you gave the answers. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Give me one fact that that the fans wouldn't know about David Lee, the squeeze box player.
Wouldn't know
Yeah, would not know.
that I don't sleep at night. If I do sleep, it's way like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I wake up at 6 in the morning.
Wow.
I'm a night owl.
Really? Richard?
What's that?
One fact that a typical David Lee Garza fan would not know about you.
About me? Mm-hmm. I'm a dull person.
A dull person?
I don't do much. I just
You're a baseball
couch
fan.
potato.
I'm retired. Oh yeah, I'm a baseball fan. I love the Astros. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere this year with all the new players coming in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we were close last year.
Yeah, it was
and the year
close.
before, you can only get there, Unlike the Cowboys that,
Yeah.
they all made, well, we've got 5 championship. Yeah, but the rings are rusting as are the,
Our mom is a real big Astro fan.
yeah.
Really?
Cindy, Dickie's wife, Cindy got her into to watching the Astros. Y no, pero lo mira y mamá, ¿miraste los Astros? Sí, no valen para nada. Cuando pierden. No, hombre, no valen para nada. Oh,
She'll call me, ¿qué channel, mijo? And Mom, 641 or 674. Okay.
and she watches it.
Yeah.
When she never did before.
Yeah.
Nunca, no, nada.
On
Ni football.
that Space Network or whatever they call it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Space City Network or whatever they call it
There
now.
you go.
Yeah. So, Big Dave, man,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for stopping by, my brother. Is there a question that we didn't ask that you wish we would have asked?
No. Yeah, maybe Richard has one.
Okay.
Well, I just want to thank all our fans.
That's not a question.
I know, brother, but
Okay, we could ask, who would you like to thank?
Thank you.
Mico, I thought you never asked. No, I mean, because everywhere we go, I mean, fans that have been with us since they come up to us, and this makes me kind of laugh. Not laugh, but I'm thinking, Hijo, we're old. My mom and dad would take us to watch y'all play, and you see them now; they're grown with kids.
They're bringing their kids, yeah.
I'm like, wow. I mean, that's faithful fans there, or fans that I guess love our music and just come back for more. Pero, I mean, without y'all, I mean, we wouldn't be where we're at right now, or we wouldn't have as much fun as we've had.
What would you be doing if you weren't playing the bass in a band?
I don't know, Johnny.
I mean, I know you had a big printing business there for a while.
Oh, I had my own
Yeah.
sports shop, yeah. But I would probably, I have two grandsons, so spend as much time with them as I can. And but other than that, I don't know, probably just at home on my recliner.
About a month ago, we played in Houston at Winners, that club.
Yeah.
And they sent Cesar a note, saying, my name is so-and-so, I forgot her name. Dijo, David Lee played at my quinceañera 39 years ago.
Holy.
And so así quedó, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Así quedó, and then we finished playing, went to the bus, I changed and everything. And then bam, 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 they're banging on the door. Who could be banging on our door? And there was these two girls, and one of them was the one, they're asking for David out here. I'll be right there, Lee. And I went outside, and dijo, I'm the one that sent the note up there. You played at my quinceañera, 34 or 39 years ago. And I looked at her and I told her, we were both young back then. Yeah, man. And I get a kick out of people they tell me, man, you don't change at all. Now, please look at the other pictures. Look at the old pictures. Que no cambió uno.
Well, look at his hair. He don't dye. He don't dye his hair.
No,
It's dark. It's
some
That's
kind
his
of
color.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't dye mine either, man. Go on.
No, thank you.
yeah, you're white.
there's a lot of salt over there. Not a whole lot of pepper
Not a
back
lot of
there.
pepper,
Yeah.
no.
You still look like the same way you did on Con el Tiempo album.
Oh,
cover.
really?
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All right.
I like you, Mico. You want to
So-
una soda o algo?
Ándale.
We
and me, I don't. What do I look like? That's another story.
We don't have time.
Cuatro Caminos.
You don't look
There
like
was
that
two
one.
of those. That's one of. That's two of me there.
So the last time I think it was the last time we saw you guys. It was at Fort Worth at Billy Bob's.
Billy Boss.
You guys tore that place up, and here's an interesting thing that I've told people was that there was a lot of young people there. And because we've had this conversation, because apparently the young people don't like to be called Tejanos. You know, they're conversing in English and everything, but they know all the words in Spanish, porque hablan el español perfecto, ¿verdad? Yeah. But to their friends, they're like us, they're conversing in English. And I mean, you know, South Texas Homies kicked it off, then you guys came on and boom. Then Bobby did, you know, Paloma Sin Hidal with you guys, and then, you know, Bobby obviously tore it up. All three bands, man, that was a hell of a night. It was packed to the rafters that night.
It was nice.
I think it's the place. También tiene que ver mucho el lugar, right?
Yeah.
The young crowd, they probably go to Billy Bob's every weekend or every other weekend or whatever, pero oyen que vamos a ver música tejana o mexicana o norteña, whatever you want to call it. They show up, man. They show up, and it's like you say, and you go outside and they want to take a picture with you, and there's people that you've never seen before, you know? New people, maybe we made new fans or what, you know, which is it's pretty cool.
Does that get you psyched up still? Get you excited?
Yeah, I mean, and when playing at a big place like that, you know, I don't even have to tell the guys, okay, guys, come on, give it your all. You know, we get up there and boom, boom, start playing one song after another, y todos bien. Digo, y alegres todos. I'm the only one. Tengo una cara de, I don't smile, you know. And every year I say, okay, my New Year's resolution, I'm going to smile a little bit more when I'm playing. And then I look at myself in the video, it's like, but that was my dad's face too. You look at the video and look, it says yo y my dad and little Dave. I want to say hello to little Dave. He's in the hospital. Oh, but he's doing good. He's doing good. But we have fake smiles. They say, come on, smile, Leo. That's a fake smile, you know.
For the picture only, yeah.
Yeah. So look, I play my accordion and mind my own business, and me dicen, y pasan bailando gente y me dicen, smile. I forget, Leo. I'm sorry, I forgot to smile. Pero that's just the way I am.
So 50 plus years, 50 how many years? 50.
So I started in 68, so do the math, Mico. 68 to now.
Damn.
Andale. He's the one that likes math.
204.
Dog years.
68?
68, 78,
Wow.
88.
Wow.
You do, I don't know, 50 some odd years.
57.
Yeah.
57. Yeah.
Yeah, about 57.
That's how long we've been, myself, and my brother Adam have been doing this.
At the
Richard the slacker.
Yeah, Richard. Like he said, he didn't want to play, man. He wanted to dance.
Yes.
Tiene unas amigas que tienen unos knockers así, y estaba chiquillo, y nosotros le dijimos chore, because he was short, y las girls acá, y él bailando. Digo a mi mamá, con razón no quería tocar. Mira con las que anda bailando.
But you know, at the 50th, one of your 50th anniversary presentations, I remember everybody got up to sing, but you still had to play the music behind it. So there was no rest for you guys. I mean, one after the other, right after the other. And nobody passed out. Nobody fainted.
You know what?
Nobody did mouth to mouth.
It happened so quick because, you know, every singer, I was anxious to listen to him as well. You know, you're playing and like, oh man, it gives you another feel to the song when the actual singer's singing it, or the original one. And man, things start going through your head, you know, from back then, or, you know, when I'm playing. But man, time flew. We played almost 2 hours, I think.
About 2.5 hours.
And I was like, golly, we played that long? And it didn't feel like
it. Hacemos caras cuando le dice Joey, this is 90 minutes set. What? Hacemos caras. No, Joey, we only play an hour. No, not this time.
To this day, the best show that I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of rock shows, I've seen a lot of country shows. I mean, I saw Garth Brooks at the old Cowboy Stadium with the fire and all that stuff. But still, to this day, the best show I ever saw was the DLG reunion in Houston.
Ooh. The Astrodome.
In the Astrodome. It was like, holy moly. I mean, one right after another, man, in order. You know, boom, 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 boom. To this day, it was the best show I've ever seen.
It was so weird that we were playing, we never done an arena or a place like that, right?
Yeah.
Y estábamos tocando, and I was in my head, I was saying, are they even listening to us or whatever? And then when they would sing or they say, oh, whoa, okay, they're there. You know? Yeah, man, it was something else.
Yeah, it was to this day. You know,
thank you,
everything. Man. You know, and like I said, I've seen some pretty good rock bands, some pretty good country bands, but still, people ask me, best show you ever saw? I said, DLG, Reunion. Astrodome.
Wow. That was awesome. Yeah, that was an awesome.
What year was
awesome
that?
time.
99, maybe 2000, somewhere in there.
99.
99, yeah.
99.
Wow. Yeah. Long.
And it was the only thing that sucked. It was on a Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was
So
a Sunday.
I had to drive my happy ass back to the station because I had to be on the air in the morning.
Got there on time.
And I was like, okay, I think I can make it. but it was well worth the trip, man.
It was.
La desvelada salió
Yeah,
bien. So,
estuvo bueno.
yeah.
Estuvo bueno. Great memories.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
Any of and I'm sure that your vocalists are like your children. If I was to ask you your favorite vocalist that's ever run through Los Musicales,
But I don't have a favorite. I mean, they were all good por un ratito, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Porque después se les
see,
se le pone la cabeza así.
he's not going to tell you his favorite kid.
Like Superman.
But right now, well, Cesar is, like you say, he's 10 years with us, man, and Cesar is puro corazón, you know.
Yeah.
He's very different from all of them. De todos los cantantes, and they're all of them were good and good people. Son buena gentes todos, pero ese Cesar, you know, he's just willing and ready. You know, hey, let's do this song. Let's do that.
5 more years as that.
On your contract.
You like that?
So that's why he's here tonight.
Yeah, I know, that's right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Wow.
He just clocked in. Gilbert.
Okay.
He has a real job.
Okay.
And by the way, to all the people that claim that Johnny Ramirez wouldn't play new artist music when the short time that I programmed the station, that is not true.
No. I don't
No,
believe it at all.
and David Lee's here to tell you that he was really upset at me one time because acababa de salir Estamos Unidos.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a song there with, was it Mark L? That you were trying to get us to play.
Probably.
And I heard them all, and the one that really stuck to me, and then I took it, to the powers that be.
Yes.
And you know who they are, right?
Yes, I did.
And that's the one they liked as well. I said, okay, we're going with it, only to find out, a couple of days later that it was a remake that the Breed had done many years before, Chiquilina.
Ah, yes.
With Ram.
With Ram.
Yeah. And then that's the one that we played, and David was not a happy camper with me, dude. I was like, wow.
There was only 11 songs there you could pick from.
Yeah. And, because, look, man, they work hard, They try and find the best material. They try and put their best foot forward. All the recordings were excellent, but when it comes to ratings race, you got to win the war, right?
Right.
And that's the one that I felt gave us our best shot. And but sometimes they don't understand that, and you kind of have to be the bad guy and go, I'm playing something from the album. That's not the one I want. My bad.
Well, story.
Little Joe did a song. We recorded it here. Little Joe. And Luis Padilla también, de Monterrey, de La Firma. He did. We did 2 songs with him here. He came in here, and we knocked him out here, And I said, well, maybe this will do something. And si no en el Tejano radio, maybe in the Mexican radio. Pero nada. And then Ram también and Jay came in and sang a song on that album.
I failed him. Speaking of Monterrey, you guys are right now really, really hot in Monterrey. You've been going over there how many years now?
Since Marcos was with us. Before that, I didn't want to go, tenía miedo. Dije, no perdí nada en Monterrey, dije a mi papá.
Yeah.
Pero dije a Marcos, no, we need to go. The record company también, Manolo, and no tanto Béjar, pero Manolo, necesitan ir a Monterrey, a México, necesitan ir a México, y hearing it from Marcos también. Vamos, compadre, vamos, no pasa nada. So we started going, and very blessed, man. We got fans over there that you don't even have to, if you don't know the song, they'll sing it to you, you know. Empezamos una canción y la raza ya te canta la canción, Aquí andan bailando, having a good time. Allá están, they're in the front,
dancing,
front
just
of the
in
stage.
front, yeah.
Some dance, ¿verdad? Pero most of them are in front stage singing the song that you're playing.
And you've got some hardcore fans. One that always pops up on Facebook, Ralph
Ralph
Pesina.
Pesina. Yeah. It's the number one.
Un saludo a Ralph
Saludo para
Pesina.
Ralph,
Yeah.
Ralph Pesina.
And he's got all the musicales, old
He
stuff.
knows
and-
everything.
Yes, everything.
What song, qué álbum estaba este? Ahí está Mr. Dave esa estaba en el álbum ya
Yeah.
te hice pronto.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one, if not the biggest fan in Monterrey.
And you mentioned Luis Padilla. You like his style of writing,
Oh, yeah,
don't you?
yeah. And his band, La Firma.
Yeah.
As musicians, Johnny, y pues su manera de escribir canciones. I mean, look at all the Intocable hits.
Mm-hmm.
Son de Luis Padilla. Not all of them, digo, pero several of them, hits, songs that, man, he writes very different from everybody.
He writes from the heart.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I've heard that before.
Well, and somebody explained it to me that a lot of our songwriters are inexperienced when it comes to writing like that. And, guys like, Luis Padilla and all the other, famous composers in Mexico have been doing it so much longer.
And they use the correct Spanish también.
Exactly.
Eso tiene mucho que ver porque
Yep.
we go over there and, con la música de nosotros y cantamos unas canciones allá, and ya con el tiempo we found out that we were saying some words wrong, and it happens porque but no, we're over here and beating on you. Ahora lately, el camarada Gilbert, I'll ask him, Gilbert, what does this mean? Hold on, he gets the phone and le habla a René Ornelas, right, Gilbert? You'd call him?
Yeah,
Yeah, to see, hey, what's
either him or
what-
Deborah. Deborah's very good at that.
Ándale.
Yeah.
Deborah. Yeah, and find the correct pronunciation.
Pronunciation,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those little things that you don't think about at the time, but it's important.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And I've always said that, la gente de Mexico dislike us because we butcher the language. Nothing
True.
other than that,
True, yeah,
That's,
exactly.
where the famous word pocho comes in
I
from,
can do that.
But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, it is.
Live and learn.
That's right.
Live and learn.
That's right.
So, when are you going to put more miles on that fat boy of yours there, Big
As
Dave?
soon as the weather clears up, Johnny, I'm ready. Okay, digo, next week we'll watch the weather. My cousin Steve.
Rain.
All
All this
rain
week,
y cold. Pero el Thursday va a estar bueno. Órale, vamos por ahí, vamos nomás que let's get on it and go eat in Pleasanton or Divine or Floresville. Y para atrás, porque se va a poner frío. Okay, let's do it. So, yeah, as soon as the weather clears up a little bit more. My friend también from La Mafia, the guitar player. I forget his name. I didn't know he was a yonquero también.
He's got a fat boy
writes-
también?
Yeah, también.
Yeah.
So we've gone on some little rides también con él.
Yeah. I got a call one time from David. He says, John, I hear you talking about Kreitz, barbecue place up in
Lockhart.
Lockhart.
Yeah.
He goes, "Pues I felt dumb or something like that." I said, "Why?" He says, "Because I asked for barbecue sauce and they don't have barbecue sauce."
They tell you we don't use barbecue sauce here.
Yeah. I think they do now, right?
I don't know. I never went back.
Yeah. Well, and to their point, when the meat tastes so good, why do you
Yeah.
want to ruin it with barbecue sauce?
I mean, and the one time that I did go, que me dijeron eso, but there was some other people sitting behind me, and they brought their own barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Problem solved.
So when you guys go to this Lockhart, I've been there once, and I go to one place and that's it. Because are you supposed to try each different one, or you kind of pick a place? I mean, what's the protocol?
David
what's
and I have
barbecue
only
protocol?
gone to one barbecue place, and that was a couple of weeks ago. Up
In
here
Luling,
to
City Market.
Luling, yeah.
City Market in
City
Luling.
Market. That's a pretty good little. queue
Johnny
right
had
there.
never been there, and
No.
I've been going there for a while because a friend of mine works there, El Chivo. Un saludo para El Chivo, and he works in where they do the meat and stuff, and I've known him for the longest time, and that's the only place we've actually gone. No, miento. I went to Blacks. There's a Blacks también ahí
Yeah.
around the corner because it was like on a Sunday and they were closed. Luling, the City Market. So fuimos a otro lugar y they're basically the same, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Pero my favorite, I guess, would have to be.
Yeah,
one
there's
there.
blacks popping up all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
I guess blacks, they got those big ribs, Reminds me of the Flintstones they put on the car.
Brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dave, it's really been a pleasure, my
John.
brother. Sinceramente, gracias. We appreciate you being here. Richard, thank you.
Ustedes.
Thank you.
Richard, thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
I want to say Dickie Perry.
But we really do appreciate it. Let's do this, and then we'll go that, and then we'll come back and nos despedimos. But this portion of the Radio Guys podcast being brought to you is the service of AA Best Bail Bonds, whether it's a friend, a relative, Maybe it's somebody you don't really like, but get him out anyway because you don't want to leave him in jail. Call our good friend Albert, his great staff at 210-225-2121. That's 210-225-2121. No matter where in the Lone Star State, they'll get you out if you go to a Cowboy game or a Houston game, or if you're in Chucotown or maybe in El Mágico Valle, they will definitely get you out. It's 210-225-2121. Nobody beats their price. Payment plans available. And yes, shuttle service and discretion is the name of the game. So no matter where, they've got offices throughout San Antonio, open 24/7, even on holidays, 365. So call them. It's AA Best Bail Bonds, license number 149, 210-225-2121. Tell them you heard it right here on the Radio Guys Podcast.
It's the Radio Guys Podcast, and time now for Radio Rewind. Radio Rewind. This week, we take you back to July 28th, 1995. Coming in at number 5, La Tropa F, Lágrimas.
Lágrimas que corren de tus ojos, lágrimas.
At number 4, David Lee Garza y Los Musicales, Amiga Mía.
Amiga mía, me siento solo, pues me hace falta tu compañía. Nuestros recuerdos van de la mano.
At number 3, Elida Reina, Grupo Avante y Luna Llena.
Luna llena, no me puedes decir si por ahí puedes ver a mi amor.
At number 2, La Mafia y Toma Mi Amor.
Toma mi amor, aquí me tienes. Toma mi alma.
And the number 1 song for July 28th, 1995, Gary Hobbs y Por Favor Corazón.
Corazón, ya no me la recuerdes más, por favor. Ya deja su recuerdo atrás.
And that's been Radio Rewind, July 28th, 1995 on the Radio Guys Podcast.
Oh, what a year.
Yeah, we're back. By the way, for all of you in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Arlington area, Valentine's Day, going to be a great evening with David Lee Garza, Los Musicales. There
Right
it is
there.
right there. And the Delta Boys. You guys playing with the Delta Boys a lot. They got a good sound, don't they?
They do, man. They do. Very, very humble guys, real
Yeah.
nice guys,
Del
and
Mágico
great
Valle.
musicians. Del Valle, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. I didn't know the guys, todos, pero Turi, the drummer, we go back a long ways. He era muy amigo de Danny Fernandez. Es amigo.
Right.
And he actually did a cumbia with us. I can't recall which one it was on the drums.
Really?
Yeah. Adam was having trouble or something, or we were there in the valley, or he came over here and he recorded a cumbia with us. Yeah.
The good guys, yeah.
Real nice
They're
guys.
good guys. Again, that's February 14th. The
Southern Junction.
Yeah, the day before David Lee's birthday. So
That's
if you
right.
want to take him a birthday gift there, knock
Mezcal,
yourself out.
everything.
Southern Junction at Arlington. Get your tickets today. And let's not forget the January 24th to the 29th, 2026. Book your tickets now. They've got the early bird special. No passports needed. Los Musicales, Tejano Country Cruise. You can call 210-718-5541. Get your tickets there. Again, early bird special and VIP packages. And man, all they do on those cruise ships is eat, right, Gilbert?
Eat and drink.
That's it.
Eat and drink, right, Gilbert?
Yeah,
Eat
well,
and drink.
yeah. I don't drink. but we just-
8 pounds later, they go,
Yeah.
Gilbert.
By the way, if you do like to indulge in the nectars of the gods, I suggest you buy a drink package, right, Gilbert?
Yeah.
Porque si no te sale cariñoso, hijo
Yeah.
de Jesús.
Well, it's either that or if you, in that casino a lot, you get your drinks free.
Yeah,
I was losing my money there. Y viene una lady, are you David? Can I see your card? Y le puso una little sticker ahí, decía Prime. Le dije, what does that mean? Dijo, it means you drink free in the casino. Oh, órale. Solo que...
See, if somebody says prime to me, I'm thinking prime
Really?
rib.
It sounded good right now.
Go to TejanoCountryEvents.net, TejanoCountryEvents.net, and get your tickets. Going to be a great time with the Delta Boys, Mario Flores, Soda Creek Band, and we're talking big country names. We can't reveal the names now, but you're going to want to see it. And, of course, Los Musicales. So 3 different nights, correct, sir?
I believe there's going to be 2 dances.
And a pool party.
And a pool party. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the pool party, we're just going to relax there. You'll see all the musicales there in their
Speedos.
And their Speedos.
Musicales in their Speedos.
Yeah, but we'll have 2 dances, and it's going to be, what did Joey call the room, brother? Oh, man, I forgot.
The governor's room.
No, but it's a dance floor and tables and chairs. It's not going to be...
A little formal thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not formal, not necessarily. But it's more...
Like a club?
It's like a club scene, kind of.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but the other times we played, it was a skating ring, and it has bleachers. And if you're sitting like we do, way on the top, and your girl wants to go dance, by the time you get down, you're tired, and you dance, you're tired, and then you got to go back up. So, look, we're not doing that this time around. We're doing a regular room with a dance floor.
All right, and it's TejanoCountryEvents.net. You can go online and get your tickets, or you can call 214-718-5541. Talk to Tina Gonzalez.
Tina Gonzalez.
She'll get you down, and it's going to be a great time. Los Musicales Tejano Country Cruise 2026, January 24th, 29. It's David Lee Garza, Los Musicales maiden voyage.
Ay, what did you say?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And you need to get him on there so he can go, love boat.
But you know what? I'm about 90% sure I'll go.
Todo.
Hago puntos con la ruca. No, hombre.
Shut up.
Awesome. David, thank you. Richard,
Johnny,
thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all very much. I appreciate you. I would watch your podcast every Monday. I wonder who's going to ever ask us to come on the podcast. Season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2.
The second season. Está bien.
Well, we wanted to,
build it up. You wanted to build it up.
Wanted to work out all the kinks, so when you guys came in, everything ran smoothly. Smooth sailing like the
Trust me,
David Lee Garza cruise.
And they had enough screw-ups.
And it did real nice.
Yeah, la próxima we'll bring the rest of the guys. I mean, I'm sorry, but Billy had the flu.
Yeah.
Adam had a engagement. What do you have?
A commitment.
A commitment,
Yeah.
Velorio. Adam's he's a deacon. He's a deacon, Adam.
Deacon Adam.
So he was busy, Cesar has a real job. Dice, boss, no hemos trabajado en 3 semanas, pero yo con BMW. Quería BMW el vato. Y yo con BMW le dije, ándale, sigue.
Well, but didn't they wreck his old car? He was on his way home after a gig or something.
Which one is that one's the second or third one? No.
No, it was maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
He got,
he had an accident. Se quedó dormido or something happened. Yeah, pero no, ahora trae un BMW el guy, no, hombre. Shut up.
Yeah. Big Mexican woman.
Big Mexican woman. That's my
Not that kind of a BMW. Well, thank you guys. And, the best of luck and have fun on the cruise. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll be there. Man, as soon as this new album drops, man, just, let us know.
Let you know.
Even though, Gilbert says, hey, I got the single you wanted. I said, ponle. Hasta la pregunta necia, Gilbert.
There you go.
But, we sincerely appreciate it. Continued success. And I hope you never, let go of the accordion, you guys, Los Musicales.
Primeramente Dios, and we're still here giving it all we got.
We're playing till...
And you're doing pretty good.
Thank you.
So keep it up. And
we'll try.
The road's getting longer, right, Richard?
Yes, sir.
we don't mind playing at the gig. It's getting to the gig. The road, where's he at, man? 50-some-odd years?
Houston was never this, all of a sudden Houston got longer. The miles is like...
lejos.
Yeah. And afterwards,
thanks to Buc-ee's. Ahí miramos todos los músicos y lo vemos. Hey, ¿dónde tocaron? Pues tocamos allá y ustedes acá.
Everybody wants those nuggets.
Right.
Buc-ee's nuggets. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, guys, thank you again so much. We appreciate it. And you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. You want to do the credits?
Absolutely. Want to thank our Grammy Award-winning executive producer, Mr. Gilbert Velasquez.
Hey.
Our technical director, that is Mr. Albert Velasquez. Thank you. And our social butterfly, La Alexi Rodriguez. Keep on social butterflying.
The opinions and comments on this podcast do not reflect those of the people we work for or work with.
Nope.
They come from the sick and demented minds of Mico Rodriguez y el Jonny Ramirez. They're strictly Ours, okay?
Yes.
Batteries and TTNL not included. Colorín colorado, este show se ha acabado ya. El hubo con el tubo, se acabó el toothpaste, peace, and taco grease.
Just like me, it's all a part of Texas. Coming through the airwaves loud and clear. Like the feel of my Harley on the highway. It's what I live for. It's why I'm here. They call me the radio guy. I play Tejano music, it's my high. Plus I'll be punching buttons till I die. They call me the radio guy. And I'll be spinning records till I die. They call me the radio guy. No, que no tronabas pistolita, el Jonny with David Lee.
The Radio Guys podcast was powered by AA Best Bail Bonds at 210-225-2121. Stress-free bail bonds 24/7, 365 anywhere in San Antonio. 210-225-2121.